So I met Dan a few years ago. He actually was doing some stuff for my husband's website. It did amazing. I've been looking for a website. I used to have an old website that basically really didn't do very much at all. I wanted a website that was interactive. I didn't really understand very much about the technical side of it. So my husband said, why don't you chat to Dan? He's really, really good. He knows his stuff. He's done lots of work with me. So I thought, okay, I got in contact. He's such a nice guy. He makes things so easy. I'm not someone who understands the technical jargon. And even though Dan knows loads of that stuff, he doesn't actually blind you with that. So he talks in very simplistic, very real terms that you can understand. So he said to me, what is it that you want? I was like, okay, well, I think I want a website that I'd like a shop. I'm not sure about this. What do you think about that? And he kind of knew, and he'd give me lots of ideas. Why don't you try this? Or you could try that, or it'd be really good if you was to add this and to add that. So I thought he really understands, and I'd spoken to lots of different people before, and all they did was blind me with this science and jargon I didn't understand. So it was really good that someone was in front of me that could really understand what I want, and then I understood what he was saying as well, which is more to the point. So we worked together on a couple of little projects, which were really, really good. And then the time was right, and I said, I'd really like to start a website, or my business is growing and I really need a website now, Dan. So he said, okay, send me over images that you've got, tell me the kind of text that you want, whatever it is that you want. So we had lunch, and he just liked to have a coffee. So we had coffee together and we went through my plan, really, what I wanted or what I envisaged that I would like from a website. He went away and come back and said, okay, look, I've got this and I've got that. How do you feel about that? So every step of the way, I felt that he was supporting me. He didn't just, like some companies out there that would say to you, yeah, leave it with me, I'll do it. And then they bring you this website that you don't want. You didn't want anything. It's more to do with what they want rather than what you want. And let's be honest, it's your website, it's what you want, it's what your business wants, it's what your company wants. So he gave me a little mock-up of the website. What do you think about this? And I said, yeah, I'd like to make some changes here. I'd like to make some changes there. Can we add some pictures? And then I'd even do things like I'd send him pictures and he'd go, yeah, that picture doesn't quite work if you've got one that's a little bit friendlier, or it's not so black and white. So he did all of that. And then I just basically sat back and just watched him create this website that I've been really thinking about, not sure how I was going to create or actually get to. I wanted it to be interactive. I wanted to blog. I wanted to shop. I wanted all of these things on there. And he came up with this really great website, and I am so chuffed with it. It's the best website that I've ever had for my business. So I can't recommend him highly enough.